of this, the great mother is the creatrix of everything seen and unseen. It's the feminine aspect of creation that has not been acknowledged for a really long time. And she came to me and she was pregnant. But the white man represent colonization. So it's saying that as the great mother is sending information, teaching us, giving us gems to follow, breadcrumbs, things we're learning, just certain synchronicities we're noticing. It's like we're being led to something. It's bigger than us. And the black quote unquote culture is something about it where people want to own us. They want to own our masters, own our music. They want to give us contracts, control us, use us. They want to control our time. They want to control our money. They want to control where we're investing our energy. They want to control our mind. Psychological enslavement, slavery turned into a mental warfare. And so we're awakening from that. And in the dream, the white man that was looking for her, I was at my neighbor's house because I walked to my neighbor's house because honestly, I was still spooked. Even though I had that interaction and she let me know she wasn't going to harm me, I was spooked. So I went next door to ask my neighbors, had they seen a lion in the neighborhood? Crazy shit, right? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll just make sure y'all didn't have a pet lion, you know what I'm saying? Because she at my house. And I was like, no. And this man come looking for her, and he's like, when the moon is full, she's going to go in labor. What is she going to have when she go in labor? She's activating her children. So Mama Earth is a representation of the Great Mother, and she's going through birth pains. So it's not just devastation and war that's happening, but these activations inside of us is happening. And it may seem small, and you may feel small. You may even feel disconnected from spirit. You may feel like spirit really ain't been communicating with you. You may be struggling to remember your dreams. You may not feel like getting up and meditating and doing rituals every day consciously. You may not feel like sitting down and actually creating ceremonies. You may not feel like setting some money aside to actually buy some things to have ceremony, to let your children see you in ceremony and having rituals, and to start teaching your children by the way that you live. This is how you break generational curses. You can't break it by intellectualizing everything. You have to actually do something, and you have to do it consistently so that your energy field, your auric field will program the simulated reality to realize we not on that same timeline we had been on. We getting off of that, right? And so the dream before that was I had these eggs, and these eggs were hatching. And it was a man who was assisting me with the hatching because all the eggs was hatching. I couldn't handle it by myself. And this man was assisting me. And as I'm gathering the eggs, I found a snake. The snake was coiled up. It was like it had been sleeping, and it was waking up. And that's knowledge, that's wisdom. That is the Kundalini energy, which basically means we're starting to reconnect with what's going to give us energy, right? We're reconnecting with the mitochondrial DNA within us. That is the Great Mother, as within, so without. And so you may feel like you're not healing, but if you're watching this, you are, okay? And so these dreams have been leading me to today. So today, I've been going back and forth on whether or not I should share this ceremony or just do this with me and my family. And I did not do the ceremony and live stream the ceremony because the ancestors told me not to, for some reasons that I'm not going to go into right now. So we prepared everything. We went to the park, and this is where the mounds are. And there are 2 mounds that are still existing, but there are 5 that no longer exist. So it was a total of 7 mounds, and the 7 mounds are aligned with the Orion star system, but they also represent the Pleiades, which is the 7 sisters. Mounds are made like breasts of Mother Earth. So this is why they would bury their relatives within the mounds, because it was like putting them back into the womb of Mama Earth and making sure that their soul would be nurtured. Unfortunately, because so many wars broke out, not just between tribes, but between France, Spain, British people coming over here, wanting to take the land, wanting to rape and pillage like they do. They have not been at peace. And just think, if you went out at war, how can your spirit be at peace? And so a lot of indigenous peoples are still there on that land. You cannot see them with your two eyes. And there's a force field around them that protects them. When the pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee was built in 1991, 1991 is a number that is a mirror. 9-1. 19. Right? So that's a mirror. That's a portal. The pyramid is a portal. And the reason that the pyramid is so significant is because where the pyramid is sitting, it acts as a resonant chamber. It acts as an apex of energy that's also aligned with Sirius, with Orion star system. And so the reason that this is the murder capital is because no one has reclaimed those ancestral practices. I'm talking about from sincerity of heart, not on some I want to go viral and I want to be trendy and I want to jump on this bandwagon type stuff. Like, it's got to be straight, pure heart, right? So leading up to this, there was preparations and things that we had to do to be in alignment to do this. And as we're leaving to go to the Mounds today to do ceremony, and when I say ceremony, I mean I did the full ceremony. Everything I have ever taught you all, and a couple of things that I have not taught publicly yet, I did that. I didn't want to rudely awaken them. But Shilabash is a concept in the indigenous cultures where it was believed that souls needed assistance going into the afterlife. So people don't die and you just be like, deuces, you know what I'm saying? It was good, rest in peace. It wasn't like that. Our ancestors spent anywhere from 1 to 2 years grieving, doing rituals and ceremonies for anyone who died. Okay? But if you're in war and you're fighting for your life and people going down left and right, and it's just a few of you know we have to get away to survive, you're not going to do your ceremonies. You're too scrambled. It's too much going on. You're trying to survive. So because they died that way, what it did was it scrambled the energy within our genetics. So we're scrambled. This is why so many of us can't focus, we can't complete things that we finish. Look around your house. If you got piles anywhere in your house, it's a reflection of your inner world. It's scattered, it's jumbled. And so a lot of them left here like that, and that imprint is on the land. And so if where you live, you have been called, know that the land will speak to you. The same way plant medicine will call you, will speak to you. And so we have been called. And we was given a synchronicity with where our parents live, so that it's a constant reminder, because it's so easy to forget. Spirit is very subtle, it does not speak loud. And there are other dreams that I had I'm not going to get into right now, but I knew that this call was for this year.